The weather is warming up here, and it is time for another week in review. Actually, 2 weeks in review this week, as last week failed to see a week in review. So the week before last, we had a little bit of LEGO Harry Potter. There was some audio issues in that LEGO Harry Potter. It was recorded several months ago, I believe up till episode 21 was recorded several months ago. If I remember correctly, it was recorded maybe August last year. So it was a long time ago. But right now, it's only up to episode 21. I don't actually have episode 22 recorded yet, so it's going to catch up pretty soon. And hopefully the audio issues are going to be mitigated, as I've since changed my process to mitigate audio and video issues as much as possible. Of course, these technical things, they can happen, unfortunately, but that's the nature of the job, really. We also had some Mage Quest last week. We were messing around with some aura nodes. We built a fancy enchanting building. I made ourselves a nice pick there. If you haven't checked out Mage Quest, it is a modded Minecraft series that I have been running weekly on the channel, or roughly weekly. A whole bunch of magical stuff. We're living in this village and hopefully going to improve the lives of the villagers with our magical abilities. It's been pretty fun so far. A lot of people seem to be enjoying it. If you haven't checked it out, then I would definitely recommend doing so. Other Minecraft-related content, we updated the Patron Server to 1.9. The main change, at least in my regard, is the new command blocks there. They make doing a lot of secrets in the Hogwarts-style castle we're building a lot easier to do. In fact, in that episode, we built a couple of secrets based around these new command blocks. I've been adding some more secrets off camera as well and fleshing out the details of the castle. If you would like to check out the Hogwarts-style castle being built on the Patron server, then you can head on over to patreon.com/Adlington. A pledge of $10 a month will get you access to the Patron server, as well as some other stuff as well there. And board game-wise, if I remember correctly, we released Spectre Ops over last weekend. Good fun to record. Spectre Ops is a hidden movement game. Definitely need to work out a better setup for recording it. It was kind of difficult to see the squares on the board at the far end. We'll have to work something out in that regard. But it was good fun to record. Me and my wife enjoyed playing it as we normally do. I'm not going to spoil the scores for you, but you can definitely check that out on the channel if you would like to find out. Right now I've been editing Heroescape. I was hoping to get that released this weekend. But unfortunately, it's a whole bunch of editing for Heroescape. Like, Heroescape is probably the most heavily edited with various overlays and marking when armies appear and etc. In the timeline to be able to do the necessary editing. Right now, I'm about maybe a third of the way through the editing. I just haven't had time to get around to doing it. As you guys are well aware, I only get a couple of hours a day to do YouTube-related work, and not a huge amount of that I can dedicate to editing, as there's a whole bunch of recording and other administrative work to go along with YouTube. So it does take a little bit of time to get round to it, and unfortunately I didn't find that time this week. But rest assured, board game night will continue and we'll do some Heroescape. After that we'll be recording some other new games, not sure which yet. I haven't purchased any new games in a while, but we do have a sizable backlog to be getting through of games that we would like to show you guys. And of course we are always interested in improving the Game Night series. If you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments, either to Week in Review below or on any of the Game Night episodes. We've been looking into getting new recording equipment to improve the quality and get overhead shots and all that good stuff. But again, these things take time, they also take money, and eventually it's something that's going to happen, but it's still a little bit in the future here. This week was mainly dominated by LEGO Harry Potter episodes. We did have a Hitman stream over the weekend, though. I picked up Hitman on the Friday. Came out on the Friday, I believe. And then did some streaming that night, and you can watch the archive of that stream on my channel in 2 parts. Hopefully going to get round to doing some more streaming later in the week of Hitman. Very much enjoying the game. I love Hitman as a series, and this game has been a real highlight of the series, at least for me so far. Apart from that, I didn't get much time to do other YouTube-related content. Again, as you guys are fully aware, I do have a full-time job, which does take away a lot of my time. As it stands, for the rest of the night here, I am going to be doing a little bit of recording, at least for a couple of hours. Then after that, I will be heading to bed, Hopefully gonna get at least 4 hours sleep before I have to get up for work in the morning. And then the cycle does continue of doing a quote-unquote proper job, and then recording late into the night and hopefully getting enough sleep to do my proper job the next day. But that has been a wrap-up of the last couple of weeks. Hopefully there is something in this video that you didn't notice released on the channel or something you want to check out. There'll be links in the description or as cards on the video to go check out the relevant information. And as always, I do appreciate your continued support of the Adlington channel. If you are interested in supporting the channel more than just viewing videos, which is a great help in of itself, I do have a Patreon page at patreon.com/adlington. I also have a PayPal donation link in the bottom of every video. I also have a TAD link as well, that's givetad.com/adlington, I believe. Again, it's all linked in the description below. And any of those methods you choose are completely optional, but if you do so, it's all a huge, huge help to making the channel the best it possibly can be. But as always, thank you guys very much for watching, and I shall see you all later on next week.